Welcome everybody to the third Magic Friday. My name is Jamie D. Grant and we have a very mysterious Magic Friday today. It is, actually I was about to say it's an awesome one, but after last week's fiasco of saying awesome a record number of 723 times, I'm not going to say awesome, I promise. It is a fantastic effect. It killed Angry Bob. Yes, that's right, Angry Bob. Ugh. Fury from this man. He had no idea. Thank you, Doug Higley. The trick that we're going to be talking about today is called 3 No Evil. It's great. It's based on a principle by a guy who has the coolest name I've ever heard, called Deddy. So what's up, Deddy? I think you've got the greatest name, almost as good as Doug Higley. So let me show you how I presented it, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. I should also start my little countdown timer so that I'll know when our 10 minutes are up and I don't keep you here all day. Okay, this is what it looks like. Before I start, I call this kind of magic FM magic. FM magic. It's stuff I call found magic. For me, there's 3 kinds of magic in the world. There is magic that's expected. If I come out, and if you watched last week, I talked about the deck of cards being the wrench. There's magic that people expect me to have. If I bring out a deck of cards, it's not that crazy because I'm a magician. That's one of my tools. Cups and balls. People give you license. Yeah, he's got some cups. Yeah, the rope is white. Doesn't matter. That's what he does. That's his work gear. So that I just call, my gear. That's my gear, right? The second kind of magic is when you do plastic bands, crazy man handcuffs, paper clips, little small chihuahuas, stuff that you find on the street. That is the second kind of magic. So that's, with their props. The third kind of magic, and what I view 3 No Evil as, is stuff that I call found magic, where it's not something that I bought, it's not something that they bought, it's something that I found. Same thing as maybe White Star, if you know what that is, or even Powerball 60. It's something that it's not purchased for the purpose of performing a magic trick with, and it's not something organic that's on their table. It's something that I just found, I happened to come across, but it has some very distinct magical properties, or it's going to do something incredible. And that's exactly what 3 No Evil is going to do. So when I went around on Friday, the pitch was this: do you guys know that that flea market down on Main and Terminal? The one that's like open on Sundays or something? I was in there. There was a guy, he had a bunch of crap on his stall, but he had a stack of envelopes. And on each envelope was written, "The Dark Museum." I love mystery. I asked, "What's the Dark Museum?" He wouldn't tell me. He says, $20. And you can find out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this isn't the original. For that $20, I got the most amazing thing ever. I keep it at the house. This is a copy of what he sold me. I'm going to show you though. Because inside were 4 photos. They were actually kind of postcards. I made copies of them myself. I don't know if I like my font on the back, but anyway. One of these postcards is for you. Not to keep, no, but it's for you regardless. So I'm just going to get you to hold on to that for a second. Now you can see that they're kind of weird images, yeah? What these are shrunken heads. I don't know if you read Ripley's Believe It or Not, which I have been featured. But in Ripley's Believe It or Not and all this kind of curiosity stuff, shrunken heads have a very huge history. So when I bought this, envelope from this guy and I pulled out these 4 photos, I was quite excited because I love shrunken heads. I love this stuff. But on the back of each photo was written something. It was Higley Expedition. It was 1942, and on the back was written in this terrible handwriting, worse than mine, the words "See no evil," and it corresponded to a photo of a shrunken head with his eyes. This one, of course, is "Hear no evil." And the last one is speak no evil. Now, I framed the photos, have them on the wall. My wife's not exactly too happy, but I love them. And they came with a set of instructions, which I burned. The reason why I burned them, because you're not going to believe what's going to happen. The instructions told me that what happens to me is going to happen to every other person I show this to. Go figure. I would like to try it with you if that's okay. I want you to pick one. Pick one, please. Anyone you like. This one? Speak no evil? Are you sure? Are you positive? Yes? Okay. Because it's going to go back into the dark museum. And that leaves us two more. Now I want you to be very careful. Very, very careful about your next selection. Which one do you want? Which one? See no evil? Are you sure? You don't want hear no evil? Really? Okay. See no evil for you? Hear no evil for me. I'll give that to you. I'll keep that for myself. You have see, I have hear. Speaks in the dark museum. Now you remember that first one I gave you? The one that I said is for you but not to keep? I want you to look on the back and read aloud what it says. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. And on the back of the one that they have, the spectator reads, "The power of the heads will speak through the ages. Choices predicted in 1942 have been made. I am holding the head representing see no evil. You are holding the head representing hear no evil. And the head representing speak no evil is in the dark museum." Bum, 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 bum. Awesome. Ah, God, I can't believe I said that. Fantastic. Fantastic. No idea. Not only do they have no idea about how that happens at all, but it just kind of puts this whole framework of what? How did this guy at this flea market have these things that Jamie was going to buy and then show to me? And then how did they know the choices? I love it. For me, this kind of magic is so strong because it's not necessarily me as the magician, doing, something crazy. It's not, it's an environment we've created for this small piece of time in the office. This scenario, which is great. People love it. Some people are kind of, really want to look at the photos, which is awesome because there's nothing to see. And it's interesting. It's going to give us something to talk about. I guarantee you that on Monday, they're going to be going, what the heck was that? There was these heads. They had their lips sewn. It picked me. And that's what I want. I want them talking about me all week. For the rest of their lives. I want them just to be talking about the experience that they had. That said, when you buy this trick, of course, one of the questions that I always have is, where am I going to perform this? And, believe it or not, I actually have a second set framed on the wall. You can't see it, but that's how I have it. So, and I have it beautifully, it's beautiful. The frames were from IKEA, but anyway, it looks great. People come to the house, and that's the first thing they say is, what is that? And I keep this set here in an envelope, just sitting on the ledge of the frame behind the first one. So actually I bought two sets, and it's perfect because anytime anyone comes into this house, I guarantee you I'm performing 3 No Evil. Great. I love magic that people ask for. Not many people see the elastic bands on my wrists and go, hey, can you do something with those? Even though that said, Crazy Man Handcuffs is the greatest trick of all time. That's a topic for some other time. I love it when it's something that's planted, and they don't know what's coming. And I've led them down that garden path only to reef them back. So when I did this on Friday, Angry Bob, his head just, the first thing he says, well, I beat him to the punch because I know he's going to say, oh, you bought these at the flea market. well, how come it's printed on the back? And so, of course, that's why I tell them it's a second copy. I printed, I make that very slight comment, I don't know if you noticed, of, I'm not too sure about the font, to let them know that I know that these don't look like they came from 1942, and nor are they supposed to. So, when he goes, Angry Bob, for the last one, he's trying to switch it, he switched it like 8 times. No, give me that one. No, I'm gonna take that one. No, give me the other one. Huh? Give me the next one. Doesn't matter, right? We know we're gonna crush him in a second. I'm dying inside, I can't wait. When he reads it, what can you do? The decisions are so clear, yet they are totally out of their control. Before we even start, we already have them beat. And not that we should be beating spectators, but we should be beating Higley Bob. Hopefully he's not watching this. So there you go. I love it. What can I say? Doug Higley does awesome stuff. You know, his exhibits, oh, my alarm's going. That's 10 minutes. I gotta be quiet. Doug Higley's awesome. Doug Higley's fantastic. This trick is fantastic. I love it. It's on my wall. What can I say? Thanks for watching. Actually, I really do appreciate everybody watching, by the way. Make a comment. I love reading comments. I read every single one. I try to respond to one of them. And yeah, thanks everyone. I will see you later. And I don't know. Have an awesome day. See ya.